back with another live. I got my buzz, and I introduced to SJ because she keeps tearing up her earbuds, and I don't understand how a person can tell some damn headphones like that. I'm talking about where they don't even can't hear nothing. But anyway, man, you put my occupants on. Hold on. All right, y'all, man. I'm on the caboose, Green Lamb, heading to Mac, jump in my car, and I was thinking, man, damn, I mean, cause I'm promoting my record right now. Y'all know I'm almost done with the record. I got probably about 5 more songs to record. I was up last night recording till like 4 o'clock in the morning. Uh, and entertaining Prince is out here too, cause he was up. So we watched a little bit of the big three highlights, and then I got busy and stuff. But, you know, this was the song Federal. Then all I did was did the ad lib track, the real ad lib track, and I did an outro track, for the song. But I think this may be the final draft before I make it the final version before I add it to the playlist. I like to listen to it in my car, what I'm saying, to give me, more ideas on how to, put stuff in or whatever. I always do that. But anyway, y'all know about that. But anyway, I was thinking like, damn, man, this probably would be a good time to probably ride out west, to that location, that song, even though it may not be a good thing, but shit, just to ride by and give y'all like a clip. Because shit, that may fuck around and put me in the algorithm because everybody's going viral right now. For what happened to that young fella, Kevin Watson. To matter of fact, we're probably about the same age. He got killed streaming live on Facebook. And the only flaw, like, if I was to give him some, like how his brother could catch up and not go around him, I would have been like moving around. Like, as y'all know, I always stand like in public. I'd be on the train, bus, or something, if I'm in my car. You gotta be moving around, man. You can't sit still in Chicago like that. These niggas hurt their head hurt. When they thirsty, so thirsty little niggas.
This is a Green Line train to 63rd Cottage Grove.
Shit. I would put y'all gotta be fucking aware, alert of your surroundings. So, I know this area right here because, my daughter stays right here. And plus, this is where the Ickies used to be at back in the day. So, I know this area, but still, motherfuckers can get at you anywhere. So, I always pay attention. It's like, I ain't gonna be streaming for too long. I was just letting y'all know that, that might be a good idea to go that route. You know what I'm saying? It's far as hell, it's 5,000 west on Madison. And this is by the Austin police station out west. So, it's getting kind of dark too. And it's like, I don't know the element out there too good. So, I don't know about really going that way like that. I was just thinking hypothetically, like, damn, this would be a good time to promote my record, by going to a crime scene like that. And y'all know I do my LCDAONE, like Chicago Hood News Report and shit. And I haven't did it in a long time, but now that I got this new tap, I can reintroduce that back, into, my segments and stuff on this channel. Okay, but anyway, I think I'm ready to go to the crib, man, and, get my babies together and stuff. Cause, as they been home with them and stuff, and, I try to relieve her. I'm off for the next 2 days, ain't got nothing really scheduled, no events or nothing like that. Y'all paying attention how I'm streaming? This how y'all got to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you are secure before you do any type of shit like this in shotgun. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on your P, you gotta be on your squares and stuff. But these motherfuckers out here ain't playing, Jack, like for real. Even when I'm in my whip, I don't be sitting, I be moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm always moving. You know what I'm saying? And keep your head on the swivel, so you won't get caught up in that. But like I said, it's unfortunate what happened to the young player and stuff, man. And you never know, it could be something deeper than that, which I already know probably is. My cousin in my west too. They vice lords out there, they traveling vice lords though. But, it could be something really deeper than that. No telling what type of shit he done did. He was acting as an activist, when he got out of jail. No telling what the, are you too? No telling what the scenario was really, that led up to that because, like his brother said, it was 5% already, on his life like that. And no telling what the whole situation was. Only the people that really was close to him know what it was. He probably got in some motherfuckers too. You know what I'm saying? That shit come back, man. Fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Buck said with Psychodonor. That shit come back even more confusing. You know what I'm saying? When you do some dirt, you do some wrong, even if you're doing a lot of good, and after the fact, change your life up and all this and that type of stuff, still it comes back confusing. But I can't say this. His brother was, trying to alert him. His brother said he a preacher and shit too. But he was trying to alert him and, give him some wise like I was trying to do for my little step brother. I ain't heard from him in a minute. We don't know where he at, man. Hope he ain't got dead and shit like somewhere like, cause he's fucking around in Wisconsin and we haven't heard from him. You know what I'm saying? In a long time. And everybody look for him. He's not like like the Wisconsin corrections and stuff like that. Like, I that mother had me look and stuff and it's like I can't find him. So I don't know what's going on, but he was doing the same type of shit. I ain't gonna spill y'all in on, his activities and stuff, but he in the life like that. He got some real shit going on too. From my understanding that my cousin was telling me and stuff like, he was coming through my father spot, what I'm saying, talking about situations and shit. Having standoff with the police and all that type of shit. Like niggas on some real Grand Theft Auto shit. So that's what I'm saying. You never know, what people really be involved in. And that's what that dude Hood educated be, he's trying to aware people of too. You gotta be careful of the people you hang with and associate yourself with, because you don't know what everybody got going on. Okay? It's best to stick to yourself, especially when you're trying to accomplish some shit. And if you got kids too, especially if you're a regular, it's considered a square neutron, how we, they perceive us to be. But that's in their culture. You know, in the real world, I'm a working man, an entrepreneur, I'm a rapper, well, a musician, I'm a vlogger, YouTuber, and I'm a business owner. No, I said that already, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's how they describe us in their world, neutrons, squares, or whatever. Because we getting an honest dollar, Not to say that they not, but majority of their money is coming from criminal activity, things that are considered to be illegal. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all gotta pay attention, especially in Chicago, because Chicago can get your ass in some situations. Like I've been, in jail like 3 times, and I didn't even do shit. I didn't do anything but just being in the wrong place, wrong time, over into my neighborhood. I'm in the crib, 'cause I know Chicago. I ain't fucking around. Only way I come outside, now I got a car. But it's not to just really fraternize here, unless I'm going somewhere like they don't have nothing to do with, nothing considered to be hood, okay? I try to go where others are going, meaning other ethnicities, other races and stuff. I try to go to events like that. You gotta play it like that, especially when you got a certain lifestyle. You know, you can't be just hanging out at these functions and stuff like that. Like that's that you like to go to the concerts, you want to go to the parties. No, especially when you start becoming of a certain age. You can't be doing the same old shit that you did when you was in high school and shit like that or college or whatever. No, your life changed. Something changed. You got kids and all that type of shit. You gotta be responsible. That's why I keep trying to tell them. You have to be real responsible. You got fucking kids, little kids at that. You know, and somebody gotta be there for them. You know, all that party and shit is out the window until they get older. And then even when they get older, you still gotta watch how you carry yourself because shit, this is especially in this environment here. This is nothing but crime. And we really don't have no enforcement like that. Y'all know what I've been going through. They been tearing up my cars and shit. See, y'all see what I mean? Like shit like this. You know what I'm saying? To keep you out of the shit. You gotta go where other ethnicities are at. because it's less likely you be prone to violence, subjected to it, even though it shit is down here. But it's a mixture of different. It's a mixture of the culture. If I'm gonna say it like that. So I feel safer doing this type of shit, vlogging. I ain't gotta worry about my surroundings because it seems like people in this area got money, right? My daughter used to stay up in there. Shit. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people that don't have money won't be around each other. I mean, if they do, and it's still people still got their mentality and shit. They come from certain places and all that. But it's more so it's a variety of different type of people. And that's where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself in good company like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. Because it's less likely you're gonna be dealing with situations like how he dealt with. He kept going around the wrong element. Them niggas hungry. You know what I'm saying? They see you pull up, shining and shit. You ain't breaking them off no bread like that. You probably giving them some change. But, they like, fuck that shit. They get tired of that shit. You come around, they consider it flossing. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. And motherfuckers, they don't feel your vibe like that. Especially if, you're not really got them in the clique like that. So, we got into it with some young niggas, some YNs, put it on social media. They already knew who he was because, he an influencer. He going to these parties and shit. He signed up and shit, iced out. No telling if he a promoter or not or whatever his business was. But, they was on his ass. They was on him because, and then, like I said, when you get to a certain age, you can't be doing the same old type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He acting like them, doing shit like that, how they would do. You putting shit on social media, knowing these young motherfuckers are violent. You can't be doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you can't even get into it with these young motherfuckers. They only think in one way. They not like our group. They don't want to box and none of that shit. They want to get some guns and that's how they prove their point. So you gotta be leery of that. Your first mind tell you not to do that and like fuck with some young motherfuckers. Because they wild right now in Chicago. And you can't control it. You know, they got a lot of these different cliques, and it's not structured like how it was back in the day, where you knew what was what and you know where to go. You can go on this side and shit. Like back then, like if I wanted to journey to the west side, I knew I couldn't go over there because I'm living over on the south side, and they consider the south side to be GD, no matter what's over here. And then they consider the west side to be under the 5 Point Stop, Vice Lords. That was the two biggest gangs on them in those areas. Okay, so yeah, and everything else was just everything else. But that's what I'm saying, man. So y'all just gotta be conscious out here, man, and pay attention, man. Cause Chicago is a trip, man. I can say that this place is something else, man. It's like you get yourself caught up into some shit, and you fuck around and don't even know you beefing with some motherfucker. That's what basically it was. It was a beef. He was beefing with some young niggas that he couldn't even see. I mean, cause he seen some young niggas in the store. That's what I'm saying. You around the same shit. You got to change up, and you got all that type of money. This nigga driving an I-8. You know what I'm saying? Got bread and shit like that. No, dog. Got a little Mexican female and shit I seen on TikTok and stuff like. No, you know that was his only flaw. He kept leave the hood alone. So they was giving him money. That's that what they call that uh that's that fake love, like his brother was saying. That's what they did. They showed him some fake love. That pretty much they was setting him up for failure. It was a plan behind all that shit. Keep him coming back there. You know what I'm saying? Learn what he know. That's all I'm telling y'all, man. Get his spot. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was. Once they got the knowledge on what he knew, it was over with. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how that played out. They got all the information that they need. And yeah, that's what happened. Straight up and down. That's for sure. So, y'all just gotta be cautious out here, man, and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? You want I'm live streaming right here. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but y'all see how I'm focused. You know what I'm saying? I'm constantly paying attention to my surroundings and stuff like that. He done got caught slipping, unfortunately, and the rest is history, man. It's like, shit. I'm praying for his situation, his brother and stuff, and his brother already adjusted. He calmed himself down because he think of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? He know he ain't trying to jeopardize the rest of his family and stuff like that. Trying to go do some illegal shit. Just let it play out how it's gonna play out. Let God do that for you, handle that for you. You know, you can't do nothing else about this situation, man. That shit's wrong with. And you're an elder now. People looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing reckless shit like that. That's gonna bring harm to the rest of your family. Hold on, y'all. But the whole moral of the point of the story is, man, y'all just gotta stay out of shit, man. Put up and down. Especially with social media. And social media can perpetuate the situation, you know what I'm saying? And that can put you in a lot of bullshit. And a lot of people got killed over there. Like this YouTube couple got into it with this one YouTuber. This motherfucker flew all the way to where they was at and killed them. That shit. I mean, I think he was in Vegas. They was in Vegas, and they came and they was just touring. Came down to where he was at. They wasn't even looking for him, but he was looking for them because they got into it, had some words. He took that shit to heart and killed them, man. That shit's crazy than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta pay attention because COVID fucked our situation up, and there's a lot of motherfuckers out here hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? People really fucked up out here. Ain't got no jobs no more. You know what I'm saying? Had money and bread and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I was able to get back because I do security and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And that fucked their mentals up. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't living how they used to. So, you know, and they're not getting money like how they used to. So his numbers probably went down, and they took off, and that's what made him salty and shit. And he went and killed their ass. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just gotta pay attention out here, man. Just stay focused, and you know, try to stay out of shit. Don't get baited into shit. Like even in my job, like a lot of new young ass motherfuckers down there come with their attitudes and shit because they don't want to work any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I try not to provoke them. They coming up with their bad attitudes till they get broke into the situation down there. And they get the understanding that you ain't exempt from nobody, nigga. You standing up just like the rest of us motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, who the fuck are you? I got shit going on too. I'm a rapper. Majority of them be little rappers and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Got a little clout, whatever. Got a little paper in their pocket. Why you down there? I understand that they probably waiting on money and shit. But don't come in there shitting on everybody else. With your little head up in the air and shit. And thinking you this and that type of shit. You're above everybody else. No, it don't work like that, shout. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I was just, mentoring an older youngster, because he's a little bit older. Not older than me. But I was advising him, because he's starting to get frustrated because you've been down there a little time now. And, he's seeing how shit go now. And they fucking with him now. I just told him, man, you gotta stay focused. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Stay sharp and stay professional. So that's what they there for. Throw you off those squares. You know what I'm saying? Put up and down. I've been there 18 seasons, so I think I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if I'm giving advice, motherfucker better pay attention. Because I'm dropping jewels that can pretty much keep you in the mix. Yep. Because everybody don't get a chance to retire. I'm gonna retire from this shit the way I want to. 18 years in. I'm like LeBron, goddamn it. I'm 18 seasons in. I'm a Hall of Famer where I'm at. And to get 18 years of working in Chicago at the same damn job is incredible. I give myself a round of applause and a pat on the back because I took care of business, and then at the same time, I invested my money, music, YouTube,